Hi all, in this video I'm going to show you how to use simulated trading accounts in JigSaw DayTradr. Now this is a brand new feature and we've implemented it because we wanted to provide people with a very realistic trade simulator with properly simulated fills and properly simulated slippage. So first, let's take a look at how the fills work on the simulator. It is a holiday in the US, so the market is pretty slow, so let's pick a slightly faster instrument than Nasdaq. As you can see here, we were using CQG data, but obviously the fills, the simulation will be local. So let's first have a look at how the slippage works. So this is going to apply to market orders and stop orders. So I'll put in a stop order buy for 20 contracts. Now, if you look at the depth here, if I did this with a live order, I'm going to get filled against the limit orders up here. So let's just do a buy for 10 contracts. So let's wait for the stop order to fire and then we'll have a look at where we get filled and what the slippage is. There we have our fill. So let's look at exactly where we got filled and what the slippage was. So I can see quantity 10, the stop price was 65.50. I got filled 5 contracts at 65.50, 2 at 50.25 and 2 at 50.50. Now we can also see that simulated trade on the website as well, on the members system, and the fills there. We'll come back to that in a second. So let's take a look at limit orders. With limit orders, it's much simpler. So the rules for the fill are, the Q position must be 1, then we must trade into that price or past that price. So if I've got a buy limit order, once my Q position is 1, every contract that trades into my buy limit order will be one of my trades. So let's just put a limit order there. So now when my Q position is already 1, as you can see my Q position is already 1, so every contract that trades into there will fill against my limit order. And obviously if we tick down past the order and trade past the order as we do there, it'll fill the remaining amount. Okay, what I'll do now is I'll just flatten that position. And of course the flatten is going to be a sell. So let's just look at where we get filled on the sell. We've got the flatten there, and again you can see the sell. I slipped on the sell order. On the limit order I didn't slip, but I got 3 separate fills. And again, if we go to the entry order, we can see we slipped on the buy. So that's the way the slippage and fills work. It is quite realistic, so it's a good way to simulate the market. And of course, we can also see here all of the fills for that position on the journal system, which has been instantly updated. So that is how the sim accounts get filled. Let's just take a look at how you set up a sim account. So to set up a sim account, we have a new site. It's app.journalytics.me, and you'll be hearing more about that system later. What I do is log into that system. I go to Tools and Simulator Accounts. And what I can do, very, very simple, I can add a sim account in here. So Pete. Right. Now in here you can add and remove sim accounts. Right now the leaderboard is disabled for sim accounts. This is the first release of sim accounts and we want to iron out any issues with the simulator before we start posting to the leaderboard. But what you can't do with this is you can't cheat. Okay, so you'll be able to show your sim accounts on the leaderboard later, but there's 2 things you won't be able to do. You will not be able to delete sim accounts that are linked to the leaderboard once you have trade history, right? And you'll also not be able to create trade history on a sim account and then later link it to the leaderboard. So those are the 2 rules we have in place to stop people trying to create a great sim account and then saying, okay, I'm going to push that to the leaderboard and try and make myself a winner. So that's the simulator. It's out today. Any comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if not, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.